Listen to this switch up. It's like handled like such a fucking pro. Already couldn't handle into some music. This is BRAKENCE. BRAKENCE is somebody who my roommate, Babyflex Films, go follow him if you will. He's been all over this shit, and I've been listening, but I finally got around to listening to his new album, which is Punk 2. I believe it came out back in March. If I could get this to focus, that'd be great. But yeah, Punk 2. Go look that up by BRAKENCE. That album's very good. Very, 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 very good. And we'll get into some of it. Particularly the 3 music videos that I've been listening to or watching and just kind of having on in the background. This guy has wonderful melody. He's young. It seems to be that he dropped out of school and just followed his dreams, and it seems to be kind of paying off. A lot of these music videos have been dropping in the past like month, I would say. They're all coming out via Overcast, the channel. Shout out to Daniel Jordan K, the director. BRAKENCE, the thing about him though is his ability to kind of experiment with vocals is very interesting, but it's not in like the Zaloopers way where it's like super out there and I'm just like enthralled by it because it's so weird. This is very, very, very easy to listen to. It's more so that he's experimenting with melody and just the way that he's finding his voice in different pockets, and he does a lot of infectious things with just the way that he decides to perform certain lines or certain vocals. Like there's a whole thing about like low blood sugar and the way he just switches up his cadence as he's talking about like that like particular just like range of vocals is some of the coolest imagery, but like the imagery is 100% 1000 doubled down by just how good he is at just writing beats with like, again, just the ranged melody and the continuous just technical styles that he's almost like flaunting in front of you, just based on how fucking good he is at performing. Again, it really comes across with ease, and that's again coming across tenfold on the entire project. Again, please listen to Punk 2, brand new pop album from this man, BRAKENCE. But we're going to take a look at a couple different tracks via their music videos from Overcast channel, all directed by Daniel Jordan K, if I'm not mistaken. The first one we're going to talk about is Dropout, kind of the lead single, I would say. This is kind of the one that I would most definitely show first, and that's why this is kind of leading this whole reaction. If you are tuning in live, thank you so much. If you're catching this on the VOD, please go ahead, subscribe. We have plenty of stuff going on. We're going live every Thursday with new music, as we are right now. In the past, if you were watching this on the VOD, if you're tuning in live, thank you. I love you. Follow me on Twitter at @YoGert, but more importantly, follow BRAKENCE, because this career is about to be a fun one to watch. Dropout, BRAKENCE, and whatnot. Like it looks like there's just like a multiple planes shooting out, the moon's out in the day. Subtle little effects like that usually go a long way. And just the way that this guy is kind of doing his career right now is fucking some shit. Calling this song Dropout and then shooting it in the way that he does, like he's shooting it partially in like a classroom, and he's like roaming through like what looks like the desert with like the coolest little side effects. Again, just the subtleness. There's no flashy ass like there's no flash in these visuals besides just the fact of how polished and how well executed they are. But that comes off of like technique and talent. So again, shout out to Daniel Jordan K for what he is able to pull off in this very product. But BRAKENCE, again, Punk 2, if you're fucking with just the first minute of these vocals, you're about to find a wonderful project in Punk 2. So go stream Punk 2. That is his newest album. That's what this song Dropout is off of. But this music video does more than just service this wonderful track. I think it kind of extends this track to greater lengths. And this guy, again, is going to have a really fun career. Wasting all my money, mixing dope and LSD. Man, switches. I don't know if that's a falsetto. I'm not that musically technically inclined. But what I will say is the way that he's able to switch into that different melody, that's the experimental side to what he's doing throughout that whole project, Punk 2. But also, especially on this song, and this is the like low blood sugar part where I was like, oh, oh, this is the perfect example of infectious just vocals, to where even if you're not really fucking with this style of music, with the minute that this type of flow exists, with one, great vocal performance, but two, just with like this like really smart cadence and melody, that whole package is kind of hard to beat. It's really hard to kind of push that away and be like, this is bad music. It's really a challenging thing to do. And I think BRAKENCE so far on, one, this track and video, but two, on just the entire project of Punk 2, most recent project that he has dropped again, that is what he does continuously. And that is where it's just like, oh, it's hard to say I don't fuck with this. And that's the position that I was put in again. I got money, Alex. Listen to this switch up. It's like handled. We did not plan on making a visual for Dropout. BRAKENCE flew out to Arizona last minute for this video. Yeah, like all the sky effects are so fucking fire, dude. So fucking fire. We drove 7 hours round trip to the Buttercup Dunes. We landed on an actual second grade classroom on the day of the shoot. BRAKENCE attended Ohio State University for 2 weeks before dropping out. So he didn't drop out of high school, dropped out of college. He was there for a couple weeks. That's what I mean by like just that young, refreshing, like go for it, follow your dreams. I really fuck with just that video's statement. That song is just well done. I've been bumping the whole album in my car to and from work pretty much the past day or so. Really enjoying the project, but that video really sets such a great tone for just the kind of like pieces of art that he's going to accompany with said music and said albums. And you know, that's a lot of your online presence is how you represent your music with visuals. And if that's like the one that first pops up when you type in your name, bro, then fucking hats off, because that's a good ass concept, good ass song. And just overall wonderful product. Let's look into Fuckboy. I like just the way this guy tackles music. I like the way that this guy uses his voice. There's a bunch of other artists that you have heard on SoundCloud where you have heard a similar range or a similar, you know, kind of appearance, as well as just like overall mantra of what they stand for. This isn't that side of him at face value isn't anything that's groundbreaking or like next level or legendary even, like, but the way that the minute you hear the voice and the minute that you hear the way that he makes the actual tunes and the way that like he formulated the project of Punk 2, again, you just throw your hands up and say, okay, man, I guess you have beat the algorithm. You're the one, like you're the fucking claw machine coming down with all these lookalikes, where you would think that like you couldn't exist to stand out in a world where it's so muddled, in a genre that's so fucking saturated. But no, man, hats off. Again, shouts out to the team at Overcast and Daniel J, Jordan K for just killing these videos so far. But this is Fuckboy by BRAKENCE, whatever. It's fire either way. And the grandiose idea is to just bring visuals to wonderful songs. The simplistic nature of how BRAKENCE's first couple videos on Overcast's channel have just really shown like simplicity isn't the worst thing in the world. It really isn't. It's just having the courage to let your video and the music support the video. Like, it's a music video for a reason. The song will elevate. The song will be replayed for the song, not necessarily the video every time. So I appreciate like the professionalism, as well as just like the courage on this guy to just fucking go fucking head first into this shit. Whether it's Fuckboy, Dropout, FWB, which is this track here, all those songs are really the standouts. They all play in Session 2 on the album Punk 2. So please, again, go listen to Punk 2. Wonderful project. Really enjoying it. But BRAKENCE, man, BRAKENCE. I think when you find a team up with a channel like that, I mean, this song is honestly on his own channel, but when you see like Daniel Jordan K, you know, and then you start associating it with like the Overcast channel as well, and then this logo, like it all creates this wonderful like team like atmosphere, and this whole wonderful mural that's just kind of be painting, where it's like, hey, if you trust this, if you like one of them, you're going to like all three. And we're just going to keep bringing you products like this. And it really creates a nice brand feeling to it. All the videos are not grandiose. They're all pretty much in that same vein. And, you know, in 5 years, if this is still how it is, I'm going to get bored, and I'm sure a lot of people would too. But as far as like creating a brand on your entry note, when people are first initially finding you, this is masterful as far as like how he's navigating that. Really fucking with this. This is BRAKENCE FWB. Hey, shout out to you for those 3 wonderful music videos by videos for BRAKENCE. Definitely check out any work that he has done, because I really fucked with all 3 of those. BRAKENCE is somebody that you definitely need to keep your eye out on for. Do not sleep on this guy, because this project, Punk 2, wherever it is on the screen, if you're watching on the VOD, you know, go check that out, because I really do recommend it. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think of those music videos? Do not sleep on BRAKENCE, because what he is doing with his vocal performance, his melody, etc., is kind of unrivaled. As far as like a real rookie feeling of just this young guy coming on the scene, doing whatever the fuck he wants and presenting it in a very kind of artful way. I really appreciate it.